Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here. I see Vidya and Uday already in the session. Hi Vidya, hi Uday. So welcome to the session. So as you all know, today we are going to be discussing questions from the reasoning ability section for the SBI mains examination that is coming up. Today also I have chosen a few questions. See, questions chosen for today's session are not from the last week's AIM because last week's AIM was not on the mains examination. So I have chosen other questions, right? Like questions from, generally if you see mains examination for SBI, you have a lot of arrangements, puzzles, right? These are the kind of questions that you can expect. So I have chosen a few questions of these type, a few questions from coded inequalities, all that we will be looking into today in today's session. Then again, data sufficiency. These are the common topics that you can expect in the mains exam. So hi Rohit, good evening, welcome to the session. So hi Kala, good evening. So we'll start in the next 1 or 2 seconds. Alright, so let's get started. So let us look at the first question for today's session. Let me share my screen. The first question for the session is there on your screen. So in this question, we are talking about, discuss difficult puzzles. So yes, Uday, try this question first and give me the answer, okay? So I have already taken a difficult, not a very easy one for sure. You can try it, okay? So try this one. Study the information given below and answer the questions that follow. So if you all tell me this is a very easy puzzle, then I say your preparation is going on very well and you have really prepared for your examination, okay? So try this one. 7 friends P, B, R, T, Q, N and G are studying different specializations: IT, civil, HR, marketing, finance, journalism and pharmacy, not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so there are 7 friends with different specializations. They are taking an entrance examination and there are 3 test series, 3 sets of exams that happen, and each of them like different colors: red, blue, green, yellow, pink, orange and grey. So based on that, some information is given. You have to solve and get the correct arrangement. So try this, take the next 1 or 2 minutes. Let me know once you are done and then we'll start solving it. Hi Sugeta, good evening. Yes, are you guys done? Anybody got the answers? Have you done with the arrangement? Please let me know. I'm sure the first part of the puzzle seems to be easy. I guess most of you would have been able to do that. Second part, see, they're talking about the scores, that also has to be arranged, right? Yeah, done the arrangement but not ranking. Yes, the arrangement part is easy. Correct. The ranking part is a bit. It's not difficult. It's, if you understand what is given, I think that is also easy. Um, do you want more time, or shall I start solving it? Take the next 1 or 2 minutes. If you are not able to solve it, I think I will start solving it. So let's get started. So I hope I have taken the next screen. I hope all of you can see the screen. So what is given here? 7 friends P, B, R, T, Q, N and G are studying in 7 different specializations: IT, civil, HR, marketing, finance, journalism, and pharmacy, not necessarily in the same order. They came for common entrance for higher education. The test has a series of 3 sets. Each one of them have a liking for a different color as given below. Okay, they take a series of 3 tests. 3 of them are girls. Now G specialization is pharmacy. So right now I am just writing down the given information as I read, okay. So what is given here? G specialization is pharmacy. G specialization is pharmacy, and then it is given that P likes yellow color. So P likes yellow color, and it is given P does not like IT or HR. The one who studies civil likes grey color and is a girl. So the one who studies civil. So the one who studies civil likes grey color and this person is a girl. Okay. Then so we have started from here. I am just for your convenience I am just underlining whichever part we have used. Civil, grey color is a girl. Q, who's the sister of N, studies marketing and likes pink color. So Q likes marketing and pink color. Now it is also given that Q is the sister of N. So obviously Q is also a girl. Okay. So Q studies marketing, likes pink color. T does not like red color. Okay, let that be there. N, the wife of R, studies HR and likes green. So N studies HR, likes green. Then actually I have missed out on a few chats that were sent by students from YouTube. So going forward I will be looking at your chats. Sorry about that we missed out your chats in the beginning. Okay, let us first complete solving this question. So what is given? N is the wife of R who studies HR and likes green. Again, wife of R means again N is also a female. So these are the three females in the group. So all these are going to be male or boys. Yeah, male, female. Then N is the wife of R who studies HR and likes green. B likes grey. So already I hear grey is here. So B likes grey. This is B. Then it is given R likes orange. So R likes orange. B likes grey and R likes orange. The one who likes blue studies finance. So whoever likes blue, that person is studying finance. Correct? It can be here only, right? Yes. The one who likes blue studies finance. So if you look at the people, right, I have G, P, B, Q, N, R, and which is the only person I am left with now? The only person that I am left with now is T. So this has to be T. So again this is a boy, the person is boy. Again if you look at colors, I have already filled blue, orange, green, pink, grey, yellow, and so what should this be? This has to be, what is the one left? Red. So this has to be red. Then here if you look at this person P, I know this person cannot be IT or HR. So obviously this has to be IT and this has to be journalism, right? This is journalism. Now this part is done. Seems to be a very easy thing, right? The most important, the remaining part is also there. With this the question is not over, right? So you have to look at the remaining part as well. See, if in the examination, right, if the questions, now if I just go to the next page, right, see these are the questions that have been asked from this set. So if you see the questions, right, all the three questions are mainly considering the rank of these people. So if the sub questions from the main question, right, if from a particular set, if the sub questions were from this part of the question, right, then it is very easy to answer, right? I am sure you can even stop with this part, try to answer as many questions as possible. But if you see in this particular question, the questions that are followed, correct, from this particular set that is given are all based on the ranking. So we have to find out this ranking as well, which is very important. So now let's try to solve this part. Now what is given to us? Let us look at that, okay? And it is given no two friends get the same rank. Okay, so there are how many people are there? There are totally 7 people who are writing different sets of examination. And it is given no two friends get the same mark. So basically each person who is writing the examination is going to have different ranks. So I am just going to write that down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ranks are there, okay? I am just drawing it like this because I have less space and I don't want the way I write, no, that you have any confusion. Okay. Now, what is given? R never scored the highest marks. Okay, and there are how many sets of papers are there? There are 3 sets of papers, set 1, set 2 and set 3. Now, what is given? R never scored the highest marks. P scores the lowest marks in 2 tests. R always scores more than N and N always scores more than P. Also, no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. G always remain in the bottom 3 ranks but in a progressive manner. So, if I say there is a set 1, there are 3 sets of papers, right? Set 1, set 2 and set 3. Okay. Now, if you look at the last sentence, what is given here? G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks but in a progressive manner. That means bottom 3 ranks means 7, 6, 5, right? In each test, right? There are 3 sets of tests. In each test, according to the marks that each person is scoring, you can allot a rank to them, right? In set 1, might be P is scoring the highest, right? So, rank 1 for P. Might be G is scoring lowest. So, rank 7 for G. Right, that's what I am trying to write here. It is given here that G always remains in the bottom 3 ranks. So, G has to be in rank 5, 6 and 7 always. 5 or 6 or 7. And it is given in the bottom 3 ranks in a progressive manner. That means, progressive mean in an increasing order. Okay, that means if G is scoring 7th rank in set 1, in the set 2, G will be in the 6th rank. In set 3, G will be in the 5th rank. That is a progressive manner, right? Progressively, G is increasing. The rank of G is increasing. So, G is coming here, here and here. So, I can fix the position of G in the 3 sets. Now, next information that they have said is P scores the lowest marks in 2 tests. So, in set 1 already I know G has scored the lowest. So, in set 2 and set 3, who has to score the lowest? P obviously has to score the lowest. Okay, then what is given? R never scored the highest marks and R always score more than N and N always scores more than P. Also, no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. So, basically what they have given is R scores more than N, scores more than P. But when you arrange them like this, right? See, for example, if this is R, then this cannot be N, because they cannot be in consecutive positions. That is what they are saying. Similarly, N and P cannot be together. Like this consecutive positions, it cannot be. So, what is the possibility? Where can R, N and P be in set when you consider set 1? See, I know R cannot be in position 1 because it is very clearly given that R has never scored the highest marks. So, R is here. Correct? R can be here. I am not saying R is here. R can be here. R cannot be in rank 1. So, if R is here, then which can be N? N cannot come here, right? N cannot come in rank 3. So, N can be here. So, if this is N, this is the only place where I can place P. So, in case of set 1, the only place where I can keep R, N and P is like this, right? R can only be in position 2. Nowhere else. I can't keep R here or here or here, anywhere, because R is greater than N is greater than P, and it is also given they are not in the consecutive positions. So, if this is R, this can be N and this can be P. Correct? Now, so this is the case of set 1. Now, let us look at set 2. If you consider set 2, again the same thing has to, we have to try to apply, right? If you look at set 2, okay, instead of set 2, let us look at set 3 first. Okay, if you are looking at set 3, where will R, N and P be? Again, this has to be R and this has to be N. Why do I say that? See, for example, if I consider this as R, okay, in set 3, if I consider R to be in rank 3, where can I place N? I can't place N anywhere. And if N comes here, then R and N will be adjacent. If N comes here, then R and N and P will be adjacent. So, this is not possible. The only place again where I can keep R is here. So, this can be R and this can be N. Okay. This is the case with set 3. Now, let us try to fix set 2. Now, in set 2, there are more possibilities. How does that happen? See, first possibility is this is R. Okay. Possibility 1 for set 2. This can be R and this can be N. Now, there is another possibility for set 2. What is the other possibility? I am writing down all the possibilities that can happen for set 2 because there is more than one possibility here, right? What is the other possibility? So this is P, this is G in set 2, and again your R and N can be like this, right? R can be here, N can be here. That is another possibility. Again, it is satisfying all the conditions. There can be one more possibility in set 2. What is that? I know this is P and this is G. So again, here first I put R here, N here, or R can be here and N can be here also. So there are basically 3 cases for this set 2, right? See, when you look at the marks scored by students in set 2, you have 3 possibilities. If you look at set 1, there is only one possibility that can come. If you look at set 3, there is only one possibility that can come. But if you look at set 2, right, you can have 3 possibilities that can come, right? 2 possibilities is where R is in the rank 2 and one possibility where R is in the rank 3. So accordingly, you can place N in 2 different places here and N will come here. So these are the various possibilities of ranks that we can have, and this is the only information that is given to us, right? Ranking of others is not given. So what is given? Let us just read what is given here. R never scored the highest marks. Yes, that is satisfied. P scores the lowest marks in 2 sets. Yes. R always scores more than N and N always scores more than P. Also, no 2 of them are in consecutive positions. So now we have completed our arrangement. Now let us look at the questions that follow. So I hope it is clear. See, for set 1, there is only one possibility. For set 3 also there is only one possibility of ranking that can happen, but if you look at set 2, there are more possibilities. It's actually not difficult, right? So if you see, I am sure a lot of you were stuck while solving it, but if you understand, right, now that you have understood what is given, it was actually easy. Only thing that you have to do is, see, in the examination what will happen is when the set 2 comes and when you see there are so many possibilities that can happen, you will suddenly feel the question is difficult, where actually it is not. It's okay to spend some time and write down the possibilities and see. Once you write it down, it's very easy. Okay, now let's look at the questions. Now what is the first question? If B and T are in consecutive positions, which of the following cannot be true? So what is given? If B and T are in consecutive positions. Okay, let us take option by option, right? That will be easy. B scores the highest marks, that is the first option. If B and T are in consecutive positions. Okay, for set 1, can B and T be in consecutive positions? No, correct. For set 2, again here in this case, B and T cannot be in consecutive position. Again in this case also, B and T cannot be in consecutive position. Here, B and T can be in consecutive positions, right? So, according to the first question, they are saying that B and T should be in consecutive position. So, if this was the case of set 2, this can be B or T. Similarly, this can be B or T, right? Vice versa. If this is B, this is T. If this is B, this is T, right? Again, here also, if this was B, this can be T. If this was T, this can be B. Vice versa, right? These are possibilities. So, what is the question? If B and T are in consecutive position, which of the following cannot be true? So, B scores highest mark. Yes, that can be true. See, it is not that B will always score the high marks. It is just said that B can score highest marks, right? See, B can come here and T can come here. It's a possibility. I cannot say that it is definitely something that is false. So, this is not the answer that we are looking for. Next one. G scores the lowest marks. So, when does G score the lowest marks? G will score the lowest marks only in set 1. And when set 1 happens, can B and T be in consecutive positions? No, they can never be in consecutive positions. So, this is the answer that we are looking for. So, when B and T come in consecutive positions, for sure G can never be in the lowest, because only in set 2, correct, this case happens, and in that case P is going to be the lowest. So, what will be your answer here? G scores the lowest marks. Option B will be your answer. T scores the highest marks. Yes, that is possible, right? We just found out either T can score the highest marks or B can score the highest marks in set 2. So that is also not the correct answer. P scores the lowest mark. That's also true. We just discussed that, right? So obviously your correct answer option is going to be option B. G scores the lowest marks. Next one. If G and N are not in consecutive positions and T scores the highest mark, which of the following must be true? So what is given here? If G and N are not in consecutive positions and T scores the highest marks, which of the following must be true? So let's try that out. Let me just erase whatever we wrote for the previous question. If G and N are not in consecutive positions and T is scoring the highest. So T is scoring highest, G and N are not in consecutive positions, G and N are not in consecutive position, T is scoring highest. But here G and N are in consecutive positions, right? Here in these two cases also G and N are in consecutive positions. So we should consider these two cases, okay? If G and N are not in consecutive positions and T scores the highest marks, which of the following must be true? T and Q are in alternate position in terms of rank. T and Q are in alternate position in terms of rank. So see, Q can be here, Q can be here, right? Or Q can be here or Q can be here. Now can I say T and Q, if I know for sure that Q was here, right, then I can say T and Q are in alternate position, which necessarily needn't be true. It's a possibility, right? Q can come here or Q can come here, but I cannot say for sure that Q will come only here. So I cannot say this is the correct answer, right? T and Q are in alternate positions in terms of rank. No, it is necessarily, it needn't be true necessarily. Okay, next one. P and Q are in alternate positions in terms of rank. P and Q. So which are the two cases that we are looking for? Set 1 and this set 2. So P and Q are in alternate positions in terms of rank. Again, this can be Q or this can be Q. So they needn't be in alternate position. Similarly, if you look at set 2, right, this can be Q. In this case, it is an alternate position, but Q can come here also. There is no other criteria that is given. So again, for sure, we cannot say P and Q will always be in alternate positions. So not true. G gets lowest marks. Again, that is not possible. In set 1, G is getting lowest mark, but in set 2, G is not getting lowest marks. N lies exactly between B and Q in terms of rank. So see, you have filled so much, right? Only 2 places are remaining. This place will either be B or Q. This place will also be either B or Q. Vice versa, right? If this is B, this is Q. If this is B, this is Q. Similarly, B and Q will be filled in these 2 places in this set also. So one thing that you can say is that when T is in the topmost rank, right, when T scores the highest marks and G and N are not in consecutive positions, I can say for sure that N will come in between B and Q, right? That is for sure. That is this option. N lies exactly between B and Q in terms of rank. So what is your correct answer? Your correct answer is option D. Yes, so Nageshwar Rao and Vidya have given me the correct answer. Very good. Next one. If Q secures the same rank in all the 3 cases but does not score the highest marks, what is his rank? So in all the 3 cases, Q is securing the same rank. So what is that possibility? And it is also given Q is not scoring the highest. Okay, so where can Q come? So I have to find a place which is vacant for in set 1, set 2 and set 3, all 3 of them together. So if you see the top post is vacant, right? In set 2 also for all the various cases it is vacant, all various possibilities it is vacant, but it is very clearly given that Q cannot have the top rank. So the only place where I have space to fit Q will be here. correct, because this at rank 3, set 1 also there is a vacant space, set 3 also there is a vacant space, and there is a possibility in set 2 as well. So the only rank that will fit for Q in this case is rank 3, third rank, that is option A. Is it clear? If Q secures the same rank in all the 3 cases, see, if I say Q is securing 5th rank, now I am considering going by set 1, okay, if I am considering that Q is getting 5th rank, then in set 2 also Q can get 5th rank here, right, for this one. But can Q get 5th rank in set 3? No, because this place is already filled. That is how you have to look at, okay. So the only place where there is a vacant space in all the 3 sets, right, in set 2 this is a definite possibility, set 1 and set 3 there is a vacant space here. So it has to be third rank only. So Neha is asking me, ma'am, will such tough questions come in SBI PO mains examination? You never know, Neha. Sometimes the paper is easy, sometimes it is difficult, but always hope for the best and expect the worst. Okay, so you have to prepare for the worst. Okay, let's put it that way. Prepare for the worst and expect the best. Okay. Jay Murli says Q is female. Haven't I marked Q as female? Correct only, na? Okay. Next one. If, next question, from the same set. If sister of Q ranks 5th in the test and persons who like blue and pink come alternately, then which of the following can be true? Okay, again we need to go back to this so what is given in the question? If sister of Q ranks 5th in test and person who likes blue and pink. So first let us just write down that who likes blue? T likes blue. Who likes pink? Pink is liked by Q, right? So N is in the, who is the sister of Q? N is the sister of Q, right? So N is in the 5th position and T and Q are coming alternately. So which is that case? Look for that. Here it is given, no, Q is the sister of N and N is also a female. So obviously N is coming in fifth position here, right? In these two cases, N is coming in the fifth position, and it is said that Q and T should be in alternate position. So where can Q and T be? QT can be here, correct? Similarly, if this was the case, QT will come here. Now let us look at the options given. What is the first option say? G stands on 4th rank. See, for sure you know G cannot be in the 4th rank. Why? Because G obviously can be in 5, 6 or 7 ranks. That you know for sure. Last 3 ranks only G will come. Okay. Next, the person in finance department scores the highest marks. Is that possible? Who is the person in the finance department? Person in finance department is T. Yes, T can score the highest marks for sure, right? That is a possibility. So that can be true. So option B can be true. Sister of N scores the highest marks. Who is the sister of N? Q is the sister of N. Q can score the highest marks. So that is also possible. So what will be your answer here? Both these two seem to be true. So your answer will be both B and C. Is it clear? Yes. Next, what is the rank of Q's brother-in-law if N, G and P rank consecutively. What is the rank of Q's brother-in-law? Again, who is Q's brother-in-law? That we have to find out, no? See, Q has a sister. Q and N are siblings, and it was given N is the wife of R. So, who is Q's brother-in-law? Q's brother-in-law is R. Okay, so Q's brother-in-law is R, and what is the question here? What is the rank of Q's brother-in-law? If N, G and P rank consecutively. So, if N, G and P, where is N, G and P ranking consecutively? N, G and P are ranking consecutively in two possibilities, right? N, G, P is coming here together, N, G, P is coming here together. So, these are the two cases where N, G and P are ranking consecutively. In these two cases, where is the rank of R? It is either here or here. So, either 2 or 3. So, what will be your answer? It has to be can't be determined because it is either second or third, right? In one case, R was in the second rank, okay? In one case, R was in the third rank. So, you will go with can't be determined, or there should have been an option which says second or third. Okay, Arpit, see, they have made use of the relation in one or two questions. So, you cannot say that it was redundant or not required. That is also required. Okay, so Vidya has also given me the answer as can't be determined. Kala has also given me the correct answer. Very good. Now, so I hope this set is clear. Now, let's move on to the next question. In the last question, she is referred as, okay, Murli says, in the last question, she is referred as he. In one of these questions, oh, her. It should be her. Okay, thank you, Murli, for pointing that out. Because Q is a female. Okay, next one. So, try this. This is an easy one, right? This is a question on data sufficiency. So, what is asked here is what is dream coded as? That's what you have to find out. And you have been given 3 statements. See which of the statement is enough to arrive at the answer. Never give up your dream means as follows, and chase your dreams means this. Now, using the first statement alone, can I find out what is the code for dream? I cannot, because here your dream is common in both the sentences, right? So, I cannot say what is the code for dream exactly using the first statement alone. So, the first statement alone is not enough to arrive at the answer. Is the first statement alone enough? See, if I find out also, I have, which is the common ones here, you have KU and KO. Now, out of this KU, KO, which is the one for dream? I don't know. So, using the first statement alone, I am not able to arrive at the answer. Now, look at the second statement. If you look at the second statement, I have to find the code for a dream again. The word dream is not even there in the first part in this sentence, and the word dream is here in this sentence, but again I don't know which is the code for dream, right? Using second statement alone also I cannot arrive at the answer. Now, let me look at the third statement alone. Again, if I look at the third statement alone, in the first sentence here, the word dream is not there. Here dream is there, but again I cannot say what is the code. So using the third statement alone also, I cannot arrive at the answer. Now, let me try to combine statement 1 and 2 and see if I am able to get the answer. So if I combine statement 1 and 2, okay, will I get the answer? See, I can check with these two, right? Again, give chance to your dream, never give up your dream. This your dream is common in both. Similarly, here also your dream is common in both. So again, separately the code for dream I cannot find out. So combining 1 and 2, I cannot get the answer. Now let me combine 2 and 3. If I combine 2 and 3, what will I get? Give chance to your dream is coded as follows. Give chance to your dream. Dream always comes true. So if I combine 2 and 3, do I get the answer? If you look at the code here, you have two if you combine 2 and 3, are you not getting the answer? See, give chance to your dream. Dream always comes true. So here among these two sentences, right, give chance to your dream and dream always comes true, there is only one thing that is common. Yeah, actually 2 and 3 you are getting the answer, but look at the options that is given. Is that there in the option? See, here it is given statement 1 alone is sufficient to arrive at the answer, statement 2 alone, statement 3 alone or statement 2 alone, statement 1 and 3, statement 1 and 2, but this option is not even given. Actually, if you see statement using, if you combine statement 2 and 3, you are getting the code for dream, but that is not given in the options, right? This actually comes true but not given in the options. So if you go by options, I know this is not my answer, I know this is not my answer. If either data in statement 2 alone or statement 1 alone, this is also not the answer. See, as soon as I check these three, right, 1 alone, 2 alone and 3 alone, these I can eliminate. I just have to check these two options. Okay, so check 1 and 3 and 1 and 2. So 1 and 3 also has gone wrong for me. So obviously this has to be the answer. Okay, so what is given here? Never give up your dream. This is statement 1 and statement 3 says dream always comes true. You can check both of that and find out what is the code for dream. So 1 and 3 will be your answer, correct answer. Okay, so remember when such questions come, check the options as well. So that will help you arrive at the answer faster. See, even though 2 and 3 comes as correct here, it is not given in as part of the options, right? So that is why we go with 1 and 3, and as soon as you check 1 alone, 2 alone and 3 alone, you can eliminate 3 options automatically. Then you are left with only 2 options. You can just check these 2 and see which is correct. Okay, yeah, yes, 2 and 3 is also possible, but it is not part of the option. Yes, so what will be your answer? Your answer will be only 1 and 3 together. That is option D. Next one. So Nageshwar, we will be solving more puzzles. I thought continuously solving puzzles you will also get bored. So let us do 1 or 2 questions on data sufficiency and then go to puzzles. What is given here? 10 family members P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X and Y are linked to each other in a particular relation. What is the relation of the person Q with respect to P? Okay, so when I find out the relation of Q with respect to P, I have to know, what should I know? See, I should know the gender of Q. It is very important, right? Because they are asking the relation of Q with respect to P. Like I can say Q is the niece of P, or Q is the nephew of P, or Q is the son of P, Q is the daughter of P, right? Basically, I will need to know the gender of Q. That is very, very important. That is not the only thing, but that is also important. Now, let us look at each statement that is given here. Now, what does the first statement say? First statement says V is the father of P, okay, and P is married to U. U is the daughter of R, right, and R is the grandfather of Q. T is married to X, whatever, right? R is the grandfather of Q, T is married to X. Basically here the gender of Q is not known. Unless I know the gender of Q, I cannot say in what way is Q related to P. That is very important, right? Primary thing. I also have to know in the family tree where will Q come, so that I can find the relationship between P and Q, but definitely the gender of Q is required. So using statement 1 alone, I am not able to arrive at the answer for sure. Okay. Similarly, if you look at statement 3 now, the person T is the mother of Q, U and T are children of S, U is the daughter-in-law of V and V is the father of X. Again, the gender of Q is not mentioned here. So obviously, using statement 3 alone also, I am not able to arrive at the answer. Okay, so the answer has to be something else. So now let us try it out. Okay, so this is V, P, R, U. U is the daughter of R and R is the grandfather of Q. So Q can be these people's child, or Q can be R has another child whose child is Q. There are two possibilities there. That is what I understand from statement 1. Now look at statement 2. What is given? Y is the wife of X. X is the brother of P. Q is the son of Q is the son of T. Q is the son of T. Okay. Now I don't know where to even put that. Q is the son of T. So there is some person T whose son is Q, and it is said that R is married to S. Again, using all this, I cannot find out the relationship between P and Q. Now look at statement 3. What do you get? The person T is the mother of Q. U and T are children of S. Okay, U and T are children of S. U is the daughter-in-law of V. So there is V has a son, and U is the daughter-in-law of V. V is the father of X. So again, this is V. This can be X or this can be X. Right, this is what each of the 3 statements separately say. Now we have to try and combine the statements and see if we are able to arrive at the answer. Now let us try to combine statement 1 and 2. What will you get? If I am combining statement 1 and 2, I have where is T coming here? Again, see, Y is married to X dash P. So here, see, if I combine statement 1 and 2, the only thing that I can say is this will be X, Y, right? Now where will T and Q come? I don't know. I just know R is married to S. This is all I know. So if I combine statement 1 and 2, I am not going to get the relationship between no, actually if I combine statement 1 and 2, see, yeah, two possibilities are there, correct? Either, wait. T, see, T is the mother, okay. Here it is not given T is the mother of Q, right? See, in the second statement it is just given Q is the son of T. Again, the gender of T is also not known, right? So if I combine only statement 1 and 2, T can either be the father of Q, right, or T can be the mother of Q. So if T is the father of Q, might be their son is Q, correct? Or, sorry, so U, G, just a second. Okay, let me just write down the gender so that there is no confusion. I should not miss out on writing the genders. This is B, G, grandfather means again B, right? Here Y is the wife of X. So G, B, X is the brother of P. So I'm just putting B for boy and G for girl. See, remember, unless we write this down, we can make mistakes. So that's why I'm writing it down. Q is the son of T. Okay, I don't know the gender of T here. R is married to S and the couple have 2 daughters. So what I'm writing on top here is I'm trying to combine statement 1 and 2. In that case, what will happen is, see, I know T's child is Q, and I also know R is the grandfather of T. So if T's child is Q, right, if T's child is Q, right, see, already Q can't come here. Why? Because this is P and U, they are married. So their child can't be Q. So if I combine statement 1 and 2, I very clearly know that T's child is Q. So might be R's child is T, or this person's spouse or wife is the child of R, right, and their child is Q. So in that case only R is the grandfather of Q. So if I combine option 1 and 2, see, I also know that this child is a boy, correct, male. It is given in the second statement. So if I combine option 1 and 2, I can very clearly find out that Q is P's sibling's son, right? Q is P's sibling's son. Sibling or not sibling, wife's, see, this is P has a wife, wife's sibling's son, sorry, P's wife's sibling's son. So basically, if I combine statement 1 and 2, I am able to find out the relationship of Q to P. Is it correct? So if I combine statement 1 and 2, I am getting the answer. I hope it is clear. Sorry for the little bit of confusion in between. See, when you combine statement 1 and 2, you very clearly understand that Q is coming here, Q is a male person, okay, and Q is P's wife's sibling, who is T, their son. Okay, so is there an option statements 1 and 2 is sufficient to answer the question? Yes, that option is there. But you also have to check the other options as well, right? Now there is another option which says the statements 1 and 3 are together to sufficient to answer the question. So let us see if statement 1 and 3 are sufficient to answer the question. See, statement 1 and 3, the problem is I do not know the gender of Q, right? See, if I combine statement 1 and 3, why did I eliminate statement 1 and statement 3 separately? I didn't know the gender of Q, right? If I have to say the relationship between P and P and Q, I need to know the gender of Q, right? How is Q related to P? So if I combine statement 1 and 3 also, I am not going to get the gender of Q. So using statement 1 and 3, I am not going to get the answer. So obviously, so again, any two of the given statements are sufficient to answer will also not be your correct answer, right? Again, neither of the statement is sufficient to answer the question. Doesn't seem to be true. So the answer option that we'll have to go with is the statement 1 and 2 together are sufficient to arrive at the answer. Are you guys getting 1 and 3 are sufficient? How? Okay, some of you are saying that you are getting 1 and 3, so let us try that out here so that there is no confusion there. Let me just combine 1 and 3. So what is given? V is the father of P. P is married to U. V is the father of P. U is the daughter of R. So P is married to, okay, U is the daughter of R. R is the grandfather of Q. T is married to X. Okay, and in the third statement, so okay, T is married to X, and in the third statement it is said the person T is the mother of Q. U and T are children of S. U is the daughter-in-law of V. Okay. V is the father of X. V is the, okay, might be V is the father of X. But if I combine statement 1 and 3, how do I know what is the question? What is the relation of person Q with respect to P? What is the relation of Q with respect to P? So when I say that, I have to say either Q is the niece of P or Q is the nephew. Will I be able to say that correctly without knowing the gender? I cannot say that, right? So using statement 1 and 3, I cannot get the answer. So Poti says, ma'am, in first statement, T is married to X. Y is, oh, okay, T is married to X. Here it is given Y is the wife of X. There seems to be some mismatch, no, in the question. Yes, there seems to be some error. T is the, how can one person be, T is married to X is given here, here Y is the wife of X. So there seems to be some typo there. We'll have to check that what is the error, but otherwise this is how you go about the question. Okay? Right? I hope the method is clear to you. There seems to be some typo here because here it is given T is married to X, here it is given Y is the wife of X. Right? I hope the method is clear. Let us move on to the next question. Let us not waste time on a question because there is some error here. This is a mismatch. It should not be there. See, don't worry. In actual examination, such mistakes won't happen. Might be when they were typing it the question out, there has been some error, but that's fine. Yeah, let's move on to the next question. Let's not waste our time here. Yes, actually thanks for pointing that error out, Poti. That was a typo error. So let us look at the next question. Yes, it is contradicting. So there is some typo error there actually in the question. Okay, now let's look at the next one. So next, one of you asked me for a puzzle, right? So let's try out a puzzle now. Try this and give me the answer. Sugita, it's an error. It is generally in the examination there cannot be such mistakes, right? Try this. 6 games, squash, badminton, table tennis, chess, carom and billiards are packed and then stacked in 6 boxes numbered 1 to 6 from bottom to top, not necessarily in the same order. The boxes are covered in different colored covers, pink, yellow, blue, red, green and white. And some information is given. Yes, have you guys got the answer for this? So let me take this slide. Those of you who are still trying, you can look at this slide and continue solving. If any of you have done, please do let me know, and then I will start solving it. Okay, Sugeta says trying. Okay, Sugeta, take your time, try. See, in such questions, please write down the possible cases. In many questions, there will be more than one possible case. You have to write it down, and then only you will be able to arrive at the answer. Okay, so Sugita has got the answer, so I think I'll start. All others, if you are still trying, please do continue trying. In the meantime, I'll start solving the question. So what is given here? 6 games, squash, badminton, table tennis, chess, carom and billiards are packed and then stacked in 6 boxes numbered 1 to 6 from bottom to top, not necessarily in the same order. So the boxes are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, from bottom to top. The boxes are covered in different colors: pink, yellow, blue, green, red and white. The topmost box is covered in blue color paper. So the topmost box is covered in blue color paper. Then 3 games are arranged between billiards and the game that is covered with white colored paper. So you have a lot of possibilities here, right? If you see, 3 games are arranged between billiards and the game that is covered with white colored paper. So one possibility is billiards can be here, correct? This can be billiards, right? If this is billiards, then which can be white? 1, 2, 3. This can be white, correct? This is one possibility. Now another possibility is, this is blue, I already know. This can be billiards, right? This can be billiards. If this is billiards, which is white, 1, 2, 3, this will be white. That is, the first box will be white. Yeah, there are 3 spaces in between. Or it can be the other way around also, correct? The one in the bottom, right? This can be billiards. That is, 1 can be billiards. In that case, 5 will be white. So this is another possibility. So these are the various possibilities, okay? At this point itself, I am writing that. What is given? 3 games are arranged between billiard and that is which is white. So if this is billiards, this is white. The other way around is not possible because already blue is here. So white can't come here and billiards can't go there. So there is only one possibility here. In this case, if billiards can either be in position 5 or it can be in position 1. Vice versa, right? I have written that. So these are the 3 cases. Now, badminton and chess are kept in consecutive boxes. Okay. So let me wait to keep that. So this I have written. This I have done. Then next, what is given? Let us look at this. The box that is covered with yellow cover and the box that has chess has 3 boxes in between them. So again, if this is your case, right, if this is your case, where can this come? The box that is covered with yellow cover and the box with chess has 3 boxes in between. So either this has to be yellow, okay, and 1, 2, 3, this has to be chess. Now if this is the case, right, if this is the case, now what is given? Badminton and chess are kept in consecutive boxes. So if this is chess, this has to be badminton. If this is badminton, it is also given badminton is not covered with white paper. So this cannot be badminton. So this case is wrong. See, I cannot place yellow here and chess here. Why? Because if I place them like that, then this has to be badminton as per this sentence that is given, which is not possible here. So this possibility goes wrong. Now, what is the other possibility? This has to be yellow, right? This can be yellow and this can be chess. So if this is chess, which will be badminton, this will be badminton, right? So this is yellow, white, badminton, chess, and then it is given carom is wrapped in green cover. So this is carom, this has to be green. That is the only place where I can keep that. And then badminton is not covered with white. Not more than 2 games are stacked above table tennis. Again, where will I keep table tennis? See, already here I have put billiards, chess and badminton. Table tennis should have been somewhere here, right? It is very clearly given not more than 2 games are stacked above table tennis. So this is wrong. This possibility itself is going wrong. Now let us try out the next possibility. Okay. Now next possibility, what is given? This is blue, this is billiards and this is white. Now if this is the case, where can be chess? See, can chess come here? Chess cannot come here. If chess comes here, then this has to be badminton, which is not possible. So chess obviously can't be here. So the other possibility is this billiards, right? This can be yellow. This billiards can be yellow. And if this is yellow, see, this is the one I am trying to fix now. If this is yellow, then which can be chess? This can be chess. If this is chess, then this can be badminton. Okay, now if this is badminton, then not more than 2 games are stacked above table tennis. Then it is given the red colored box is kept just above the pink colored box. So where will red and pink come? And squash is not packed in the pink cover. So the red colored box, see, red and pink should be adjacent to each other, right? So where can it come? See, if I put red and pink here, whichever way, I can't do it because I already know carom is green, correct? So red and pink have to be adjacent, means one of that has to be badminton, right? Which has to be badminton? It is given that the red color is kept above the pink. So this has to be pink and this has to be red. Then only this can be green and this is carom, right? There is no other way in which I can keep it. I hope you understand, because if I keep red and pink here, then this has to be green. Or where will I place carom? Carom has to be green. So this is where I can place carom. This is pink. And then what is left? Badminton is not covered with white paper is satisfied. Not more than 2 games are stacked above table tennis. So which has to be table tennis? This can be table tennis, correct? It can be the topmost one. Then red covered box is kept above the pink covered box. Squash is not packed in pink cover. So here, according to this case, squash is red. So this seems to be your correct arrangement. This obviously has to go wrong then. We can check that also why it is going wrong, but this seems to be your correct arrangement because this seemed to satisfy everything. Okay. Now if this was the case, would you want, let's try it out also so that you guys are clear. So this is white and this is billiards. Now the next thing that we have to place is chess and yellow, correct? So in this case, where will yellow come and where will chess come? So this can be yellow, right? According to this can be yellow and this can be chess. Okay. Then what will happen if this is yellow? There is also one more possibility. This can be chess, right? This can be chess and yellow can be here also, but let us try this first. So if this is the possibility, then what happens? If this is chess, right, adjacent to chess has to be badminton, correct? And I can't put badminton here because TT also has to be satisfied, right? So if I put badminton here, then this can be TT, and this is one possibility that I am writing. This can be badminton and this can be TT. So we are left with carom and pink and red. Now how do I fix that? The red colored box is kept, badminton and chess are kept in consecutive boxes. Carom is wrapped in green color. So this has to be carom and green, right? So this has to be red and this will be pink will be here. Now in this case, this will become what? This will become squash, which is not possible. So again in this case there might be one or two more cases, but all that will anyway go wrong, right? So obviously this is going to go wrong. Yeah. So this is anyway at this point itself we have got the answer. So in the examination also, if you get the answer at this point, move on to the next question. Don't waste your time trying out other possibilities. I am just doing it in the class, so I just tried out to show that obviously this will go wrong. All of you got it? See, at this point, like I said, there could be one more possibility. I placed chess here. Chess could also be here, right? In this case, chess can be here, yellow can be here. Again, that will give rise to another possibility which will also go wrong. Okay? Yeah. So this is going to be your correct answer. Or did all of you get? Is this the answer that you got? Blue TT, yellow billiards, carom green, squash red, badminton pink and chess white. Yes. Now let's look at the questions that follow. So give me the answers for these questions. I'm just writing this down here so that it's easier for us to answer the questions. Yes. Which of the following games is kept in box number 5? This was the final answer that we got. 5 is billiards. Which of the following games is covered in white paper? Which is covered in white paper? Chess is covered in white paper. How many games are arranged between badminton and the box covered with yellow paper? How many games are arranged between badminton and the box covered with yellow? Yellow is here, badminton is here. So how many boxes are there in between? 2 boxes are there in between. Which of the following games is kept just below squash? Just below squash is badminton. In which of the following box number is carom kept? Carom is kept in box number 4. Yes. So all of you have got the answer correctly for this one. Good. So Nageshwar has given me the answer, Kala has given me the answer, Sugeta. Now I think we'll move on to the next question. So the next question is there on your screen. The next question is again on data sufficiency. So try it out. Among Gautam, Harish, Sona, Tony and Moni, is Sona smaller than Tony? So try this and give me the answer. So what does the first statement say here? Poti, not more than 2 means maximum allowed is 2, not more than that, right? So whatever we have done is not more than 2, right? So it's correct, it's fine. Among Gautam, Harish, Sona, Tony and Moni, is Sona smaller than Tony? Okay. Harish is either greater than or equal to. So what is given in the first statement? The first statement says Harish is either greater than or equal to Sona, who is either smaller than or equal to Gautam. So Sona is smaller than or equal to Gautam. Gautam is greater than Tony, who is equal to Moni. This is what is given in the first statement. So basically I have to find out the relationship between S and T. Using this, I cannot say what is the relationship between S and T. Correct? S is less than or equal to G, greater than T. Using this, can I say what is the relationship between S and T? No, I cannot. So using statement 1 alone, I am not able to arrive at the answer. Now let us look at the second statement. What is given? Gautam is greater than Sona and either smaller than or equal to Harish. So Gautam is either smaller than or equal to Harish, who is equal to Tony, and Moni is greater than Tony, or Tony is lesser than Moni, right? This is what is given. So basically what is given here, this is given, and I know G is greater than S. So I am combining, right? See, whatever was given, I am just combining it and writing it together. So this is what I have. So using the second statement, what can I say? I can say that I can find out the relationship between S and T, right? Very clearly, I can say T is greater than S, or I can say Sony is smaller than Tony, right? So among the following, I have to find the relationship. Is Sony smaller than Tony? Yes. Using the second statement, I can say that Sony is smaller than Tony. So using the second statement, I am able to arrive at the answer, right? Now look at the third statement. What is given in the third statement? Sona is either greater than or equal to Gautam, who is equal to Tony. Harish is smaller than Gautam, who is equal to Moni. So again here I have to find the relationship between Sona and Tony, that's all, right? So at this part itself I am getting the answer. I know for sure S is greater than or equal to T. Or what is the question here? Is Sona smaller than Tony? Definitely not. Sona is not smaller than Tony. She is either equal to Tony or greater than Tony. So this is basically a yes or no type of question, but framed in a little different way, correct? So using the second statement, I can clearly say that Sona is smaller than Tony. Using the third statement, I can very clearly say that Sona is not smaller than Tony. See, what is the question? The question is Sona smaller than Tony, correct? So you are getting an answer to that, either a yes or a no. So what will be your answer here? Either using statement 2, you can arrive at the answer, or using statement 3, you can arrive at the answer. So your answer will be either 2 or 3 alone is sufficient to arrive at the answer. That is option B, correct? If data in either statement 2 alone or statement 3 alone is sufficient. Option B. Nageshwar, is it clear? It's option B, right? Yes, Sugeta has said the answer is option B. Kala says B. Is it clear, guys? Some of you have given me the answer as A. Only 2 is enough. It is option B. Either 2 or 3. It's a yes or no type question. See, for such questions, no yes or no questions, what you have to keep in mind is that either the is Soda taller than Tony. Either my answer should be yes or it should be no. I cannot say I am not sure. That means that is not enough to arrive at the answer. If I am able to give an answer like yes, he is smaller than Tony, or no, he is not smaller than Tony, that is enough. Okay. In the third statement, it is given Sona is greater than or equal to Tony, which very clearly means that Sona is not smaller than Tony. So when I am asking you, is Sona smaller than Tony? No, she is not smaller than Tony. She is either equal to Tony or greater than Tony. Right? I hope it is clear now, Nageshwar. Yeah. So let's move on to the next question. Yes. The next question is there on your screen. Which of the following should replace the question mark so that C greater than D is definitely true? See, C has to be greater than D means what should come? Very easy this is. Greater than, correct? So here C is equal to B, B should be greater than A, greater than or equal to D. Only if greater than symbol comes here, then only I know for sure that C is greater than D is true. Option B will be your answer. Yeah. So there is one more puzzle. Try this, and with that we'll end the session. So try this set. There are 12 people M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W and X sitting in 3 rows such that 4 people are there in each row. All of them are facing north. Row 1 is in front of row 2 and row 2 is in front of row 3. So how are the people sitting? There are 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this is row 1, row 2 and row 3. And it is given this row has politicians. Okay. So row 1 has all politicians. And row 2 has engineers. This is engineers and these are doctors. That's what is given. Row 3 has doctors. Any of you got the arrangement? If you're done, let me know, then I'll start solving it. So there are 4 people in each row, everybody is facing north, correct? That north means upwards, that is what is given here. Now what is given first? I am just starting. If you are still trying, you can continue trying. I am just starting slowly. Okay, if any of you are done, please do let me know. V sits in the left corner in the 3rd row. So where is V? V is sitting here. This is the left. This is the left and this is the right, because everybody is facing upwards, na? So this is left and this is right. So V is sitting in the left corner in the 3rd row. Okay. Q sits in front of, so I have used this statement now. Q sits in front of U, who is next to N. So I don't know how to fix that, let that be there. P is sitting to the immediate right of T and both of them are politicians. So if this is T, this will be P and they are going to be in this line, first line, but I don't know where. Okay, I am just writing that down there. P is sitting to the immediate right of T and both of them are politicians. Okay, so Nageshwar has finished doing it. Good. S is a doctor and he is on the 2nd seat from the right in the row. So S is a doctor and he is on the 2nd seat from the right in the row. X sits behind W and they sit on the right corners of the respective rows. So X is sitting behind W. So if this is W, this is X. But there is one more possibility that comes up here, right? W can be here and this can be X. So we have to consider both the possibilities, correct? So what did we fix? We got this is V, S. Okay, so one possibility was WX is coming here, the other possibility is this is W and this is X. It is given X sits behind W and they sit on the right corners of the respective rows. R sits on the left corner and he is an engineer. So R is here. In both of these cases, R is going to come here. M is neither in column N or U and not to the extreme left. O cannot be in the corners. Okay, let's wait. Let's now look at the information that we have not taken. See, what is given here? Q sits in front of U, who is next to N. So Q is sitting in front of U. So if U is here, Q will sit on top of U, and adjacent to U, N has to be there. Either N will be on this side or N will be on this side. So let us try to apply this in the first case. So if I put U here, right, N has to be one of this. So it's not there. So obviously this cannot be U. So if I put U here, right, if I say this is U, then which is N? This has to be N. And if this is U and this is N, then this has to be Q. Correct? But there is another possibility also there. Correct? So V, S, X, R, W. See, here I put this is U and this is N, but this can also be N and this can also be U. That is another possible case, correct? So if this is the case, this will be Q. Okay, so again, here I am getting two possible cases. So if this was Q, then this will be TP, because TP has to be adjacent to each other. In this case, this will be TP. Okay, so then what are we left with? We are left to fix M and O. Now here it is given M is neither in the column N or U nor at extreme left. O cannot be in the corners. So in this case, where will O be? O has to be here and this has to be M. if I take this case, right, again this has to be O and this has to be M, but this is not possible, right? M cannot be in the leftmost corner, or this has to be O and this has to be M, but again O cannot be in the corners. So this is not possible. This case goes wrong. So but this case seems to be correct. Okay. Now if you let us try this one now. Now if I am, so what have I got here? I have got TPQM RNUW VOSX. This is one case which it seems to be correct. Now try this case here. Now what is happening here? So this is RXVSW. Now again here I will have two cases, right, when I have to place U and N. So either this can be U, this can be N. So this is W here, correct? So if this is U and this is N, if this is U, this has to be Q. It is not possible. Why? Because TP have to come here together. So if I place U here and Q here, where can I play TP adjacent on row 1? I cannot place. So obviously here this has to be N and this has to be U. So if this is U, this is Q, and so this will be TP. Now since this is done, this will be what? This will be obviously O and this will be M. So this also seems to be correct. So you have two possible cases here, correct, which is satisfying all the conditions. See, M is neither in column N or U or nor onto the extreme left, O cannot be in the corner. So this is also satisfied there. All these conditions are also satisfied, right? So I have two possible cases. Now with this I have to look at the questions and answer. Now what is the first question? Who is the immediate neighbor of the one who sits in front of O? So who is the immediate neighbor of the one who sits in front of O? So who is sitting in front of O? N is sitting in front of O. In both the cases, N is sitting in front of O. And who is the immediate neighbor? R and U are the immediate neighbor. So R and U, correct? Among the options, the answer option is option B, R. Second one, if M is not a doctor, then what is the position of N with respect to the one who sits on the extreme right of the second row? If M is not a doctor, means this is not the condition, that case that we are looking at. So we are going to look at this case. If you look at this case, what are they asking? What is the position of N with respect to the one who sits on the extreme right of the second row? Extreme right of the second row is W. What is the position of N with respect to W? Second to the left, correct? This is the left. So second to the left of W is N. So what will be the answer? Second to the left. If W is a politician, then who among the following represents a group of doctors? So W is a politician is this case. Then who are the doctors? VOSM are the doctors, where VOSM are the doctors. Who sits behind M if X is a doctor? Again, X is a doctor is this case. Who is sitting behind M in that case? W is sitting behind M. Four of the following are alike in a certain way and so form a group. Which of the following does not belong to the group? QUNO. Let us see. QU. Q is here, U is here. Q is here, U is here. NO, NO. Okay, they are basically in two different rows. PX, RV. Where is PX? P is here, X is here. R is here, V is here. R is here, V is here. PX. Basically, the two people are in different rows. V and S. When you look at V and S, what's happening? V and S are in the same row. In all the other cases, these two people are in different rows. So the same row is V and S. So that will be the odd one here. Four of the following are alike in a certain way and so form a group. Which of the following does not belong to that group? So the one that doesn't belong to the group is VS. Okay? Is it clear? Nageshwar, is it clear now? Yes. So with that, we are coming to an end of the questions chosen for the session. So any doubts in any of the questions that we solved? See, except for that one question on data sufficiency, I think there was some typo error in that question. Other than that, any doubts? Else we will wind up the session. Yes, so Nageshwar also says the question was clear to him. Mamata says M is not extreme left. Yes, Mamata, M cannot be in the extreme left. That is how we eliminated one of the cases. Okay, so great. I think that is it. There are no other doubts, I guess. So Manaswini says, ma'am, last question once again. I cannot explain the full puzzle once again. Might be you can refer to the arc once the session is over. You can go back and see the video again to understand it better, Manaswini. Yes, so great. So that is it from us for now, and I'll see you in the next session. And this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Good night.